Hey guys, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is the weekly intuitive astrology reading for May 29th to June 4th. We're in June, guys. Kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. First of all, how do we feel after last week? Have we come down from the energy of last week and the crazy encounters of last week? I'm almost coming down from it. I'm almost down off that crazy roller coaster. We had a lot of energy that we hit last week, and I know you guys felt it. We also had some solar flares going on too. I know you guys probably physically felt that as well. Last week was this squaring off with Leo and Taurus that really kicked off these power battles, if you will, to not only establish boundaries, but to get us to reevaluate our own Leo energy. Hey, buddy. He's so active. I fed him before I went live, hoping it would make him mellow. And it has not. It's made him want to play and be involved. It's probably because I'm recording. Hold on, let me fix my camera. Hold on. Life happening. Clyde. Hey, buddy, come here. Okay. I know. All right. So last week, coming back, Leo facing off with Taurus, forcing us to really step into our authority, our power, our fixed energy, and establish boundaries where need be, but to do it with the integrity of Taurus, but to also do it with the big-hearted energy and ability to captivate and be almost like a social soothsayer in Leo, to do both and really to not let up on what is right for us and what we're doing and our intentions and our integrity. Now, a lot of us saw this in terms of social groups or being witnessed, because it is this like Leo vibe, right? A little hard, I think, on some people last week, and also it brought up some triggers to really work up some deep stuff and get some of like the deeper sediment of some old things that need to be released so we can keep moving forward. That was the energy of last week. Now here we are this week, and June 1st, Jupiter will go exact conjunct the North Node in Taurus. That is exciting. Jupiter is unlocking the door of the North Node. Jupiter in and of itself, for those guys who are not aware, if you guys are astrology newbies, astrology newbies, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, of spiritual growth, spiritual development, awareness, the sage, if you will. That's what Jupiter is. It's also the planet of luck and fate and destiny, rewards, benefits, gifts, that sort of deal. Jupiter is also very optimistic. It gives us it gives us the gift. It gives us hope and open-mindedness through even the craziest of times or even the darkest of times. That is what Jupiter is. And that is unlocking the North Node, which is where we're going. And North Node being in Taurus, it's almost done in Taurus. In July, it's going to shift to Aries and Libra. July is going to be crazy. I talked about it in the last live I did. Go ahead and check it out. It's the one that says Aloha Friday. Has your week been crazy too? I'm sure it was for some people. Anyway, this feels like a portal to me. When I tuned into it, it feels like a door literally is opening. Like that's exactly how it feels energetically. So however that's going to manifest for everybody's going to be different. But I would expect this week to have some very unexpected events take place, unexpected conversations, unexpected meetings, unexpected downloads and inspirations and ideas and coming togethers of things falling into alignment, if you will, to unlock a door. Now, I also want to say something else I was picking up on, this message of tighten your ship, of make sure that you've got all your loose ends taken care of. There are no leaks in your boat is how it was coming to me. Make sure there are no leaks in your boat. And that really, to me, feels like energetic leaks, emotional leaks. I mean, you could even equate, oh God, words, I'm sorry. You could even relate that to the physical, right? Like, have you broken those bad habits? Have you really fully done away with certain things in your physical environment or the way you treat your vessel that you don't want to take with you in the future, right? Because this is all about making sure we're really cemented in our choices with where it is that we're going and what it is we want to experience, because we're in these very interesting times. So this is, to me, this feels like the last stop before a door opens. So make sure your ship is tight, no leaks, not a single drop of water, no leaks. Not to say that it has to be the truth. It's just what I feel, and it's just what I was picking up on. It's just what I was channeling and what I was given. So And then June 3rd, we have the full moon in Sag at 13 degrees. Like, I haven't looked at all of the aspects every single week for the rest of the year, and not knowing all of the aspects for every single day for the rest of the year, I would argue this might be the most Jupiterian week we might experience this year, just because we have that Jupiter activation with the North Node and full moon in Sag, which is ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter is very active throughout the entire week this week, not just under the full moon. It's a lot of Jupiter energy. And when Jupiter is at play, it's time to get in the mix. It's time to use the energy to our benefit, right? Not just to approach things that normally we might have a hard time approaching because we're a little bit more optimistic at that time, but to even just sit in the lap of destiny and fate and divine timing and see where that takes us, and to feel really happy and giddy about it. Why not? It's all about choices at the end of the day. But something else that's going on this week is that there are so many aspects, and a lot of them are very fiery or very watery. We got Earth too, like Mercury, Uranus, and Vesta working together, and I'll talk about that in a bit and how it relates to the energies we've already been in. And we've had that. Oh my God, word. Sorry, we've experienced that energy. But when I looked at everything, it was like, oh, the intensity is gonna increase this week too. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. Excuse me, doesn't have to be a bad thing. Energy moving through me, don't mind me. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It just feels like passions will be running high. Emotions will be running high. Energy is going to be moving very fast. With Jupiter at play also, Jupiter also is about spiritual growth, spirituality, development. And we definitely have some downloads coming in. It definitely is picking up on that. So don't be surprised if you're having your own personal expansion on a spiritual level, and even just in your life, you're seeing your life grow and expand and progress. But emotions will be high, and your own passion and drive and vitality will be high, and so will everyone else's. Can this lead to more of what we just experienced this last week of conflict and random triggers and people acting crazy? Yeah. just gonna be honest. But this week, and there's actually a couple of fixed stars that support this that will also be very active and very important with the full moon in Sag. And I might mispronounce these, so forgive me, words are not my forte. Acubens and Alwade, which is also known as Rastavan. Both of them are very strongly aspecting very important placements. And I will talk more about that in the live that I do for the full moon Sag on Patreon, which we'll post after the fact to Vimeo. I haven't scheduled it yet, but it is coming, so keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, coming back. So it's not about riding the wave of these kind of encounters. This is about taking it to the next level, okay? The next level of your personal development in handling the intensity of fire, of water, of chaos, and when things go awry, or when there's friction, or when things maybe just get really intense. Like, are you handling that with grace? Are you handling that with wisdom? Are you handling that with maturity? Are you handling that in a way where you are this new, more evolved, mature seems to keep coming up here, mature, wizened, sage-like individual to see the bigger picture as to why things are happening and handle them accordingly? That seems to be very important here, because we do have a lot of push from Chiron as well. So I'll get started on the aspects. I'm not going to go over every single one because there's a lot. Jupiter alone is part of 4 different aspects. Jupiter alone. Venus is active, Neptune's active, Saturn is active, Mercury's active, Uranus is active. It's like, I'm not going to go over every single one. So just take away the important information. But Chiron is in Aries right now, this week, and it's in Aries at 18 degrees. It's aspecting Juno and Lilith. In positive ways, it's trine Lilith, and it's also sextile Juno. What I was getting from that just intuitively was our lessons learned already. Our own personal experience with dealing with our personal challenges and wounds and trauma, and moving past that, evolving past that, is key to our own personal liberation, and also expressing and acting on our needs and our passions and our desires differently, in a way where we haven't before, that really facilitates what we actually want as our end game. But it's reliant on Chiron, which was active last week when the moon shifted through Leo. It really activated Chiron and caused No, it's too early. Oh, it was a little one. That's not bad. For those of you guys who are new, I have asthma and it's been a little active, so bear with me. So Kyron got a little aggravated last week, and you might rely on what you learned from this last week to take into this week when you encounter maybe similar circumstances, because it just feels like the heat is turning up. That's what it feels like. The heat is turning up. But something that I think is also helping us is Lilith and Venus, actually, because Lilith is helping us to liberate ourselves into this freedom energy, to live the life we want and to live it with integrity, not recklessness, not immaturity, not impulsivity, not with self-gratification, but with maturity, with evolution, enlightenment, whatever word you want to use. You guys understand what I'm saying. But Venus is, I think, helping a lot this week, actually, to kind of bring forward this very yummy energy. Venus is in Cancer. It's finishing out Cancer, actually, this week, and then it's going to shift into Leo. Venus is working with Neptune and Ceres. Ceres is in Virgo. Neptune has been in Pisces. Towards the end of the week, it might get a little hairy when it opposes Pluto and squares the North Node, but it's going to work with Sedna towards the end of the week, which will make Venus very happy. So the end of the week might feel a little bit karmic. But coming back to Venus and this yummy energy, this feels like muse energy. This feels inspired. This feels emotional. This feels like bursting with love and compassion and blissfulness. And it feels amazing to me, especially if you're doing anything creative, or especially if you're trying to collaborate with anybody, especially in a house setting, like Virgo, Cancer, like hearth. Hearth is probably the best word for that. So Venus is in a good position, but like I said, towards the end of the week, it's going to oppose Pluto, and that can bring about a little bit of neediness. So this might bring about situations that need to reestablish boundaries that maybe you tried to establish this previous week. You might need to reestablish some of them. Potentially, not necessarily. It might also bring up some codependency stuff that, like, if anybody has been working through any codependency or observing that in your reality, it might aggravate that codependency. And if you're still struggling with it, it's just an opportunity to continue to work through it, right? So there is that. Now, coming back to Jupiter for a second. This is where things can also, where the heat is also turning up and where it feels aggravated and a little prickly. Jupiter, while it is working beautifully with the North Node and unlocking things, it is also square Mars. It's square Mars and Pluto. It's square Mars and Pluto. Just sit with that for a second. Jupiter, square Mars, and square Pluto. Pluto and Mars are innately malefic in my mind, which isn't bad. It's like we need these energies, right? It's like malefic to me just means very active in shaking things up and potentially destroying things so that we can move on to other things or change things as we need. Excuse me. Juno, not talking about Juno yet. Jupiter square Pluto is also an energy we've already been experiencing. Now it's getting a little bit weaker this week, but it's still prevalent, and now Mars is in the mix. So Jupiter square Pluto brings about this winning energy. This, I want to feel powerful, I want to feel on top, and I want to win. I'm sure you've seen this in your interactions with people, maybe even within yourself, because it can bring about this very driven, I want to be successful, I want to achieve my goals energy, but in a shadowy way, it can also bring about this feeling of like, I want to take control and I want to defeat you. It's like kind of intense, right? And then you throw Mars on top of that, it's just going to aggravate that. It's going to really intensify that. So that's what I'm saying. The heat is turning up this week, but if you handled last week, if your week was crazy last week, not everybody's week was, the potential for that energy to be there was. And I think half of you probably experienced that kind of intensity. It's increasing this week, but that's not a bad thing. It's this continued lesson of move into your power and into your authority with integrity, with responsibility, reaffirming your boundaries, and asserting yourself in whatever way you need to make sure that happens, to keep your ship tight, to stay on task and stay focused on what it is you want and where you're going and not stray from that. don't get distracted by other people's bullshit right now. Just don't. Sorry, excuse my language. I get a little passionate sometimes. Something that is nice is that Jupiter is sextile Saturn. That is nice because that's going to really amplify our commitment and our focus. That'll help keep us focused. And also, especially in terms of spirituality, because Saturn is in Pisces, and Jupiter also, again, refers to spirituality and spiritual development as one of its aspects. So Jupiter sextile Saturn in Pisces, I was getting some download energy with this. So just keep in mind that this is a great week to really implement any new spiritual practices or routines or rituals or even self-care. Self-care is coming up. There might be some health stuff coming up this week as well. I just got a wave of that feeling. But anyway, so I like that. So if you've been struggling getting on top of your spiritual shit, this is a week to do that. Okay. What else do I want to talk about? Mercury. Mercury, Uranus, and Vesta are all working together this week in Taurus, which is really nice. And I've talked about this before, but those of you guys who are new, Vesta is considered the sacred flame. It's also rules hearth as well. And oddly enough, like celibacy and virginity. But as I've worked with Vesta, I've seen it as almost representing our blueprints, our missions, like where that sits for us personally. What is it that gets us up and going in the morning and in life? What makes us thirsty to live? What gives us energy to get up and go and do things, right? You can say that's just like, oh, that's just being, driven by your soul, driven by your passions, but it's deeper than that. That's also blueprint because it's you being you, right? So Uranus and Mercury working with Vesta in this way is really nice because this is also where we might see some more unexpected things happening, and this all happening in Taurus. And degree-wise, 15 to 20 degrees Taurus, like wherever that falls in your personal houses, expect to see a lot of progress, expect to see clarity, expect to see really interesting conversations that inspire you or give you ideas, and expect some fated events there too that may change, improve, or progress how you're going about living life in a way that makes you feel fulfilled and what your personal blueprints are, what your personal missions are as far as what you're concerned, right? And blueprints, I think it's like a weird association. Again, I look at blueprint as like almost like your archetype and just you being you, what makes you want to live life. That's how I look at it, but to each their own. Those are the biggest takeaways for this week, energy-wise. Astrology-wise is what I meant to say. There are 2 fixed stars that are really important this week, and this is what I thought was really cool. So I'm gonna talk about this in the full moon live for Sag on Patreon. It will post a Vimeo after the fact. I don't know when I'm doing it yet, but just keep your eyes peeled. So the first one, Rastaban, that's like one of the names that this fixed star goes by, is sitting at Sagittarius 12 degrees. So it's going to be very, very close to the moon for this full moon Sag. This is the head of Draco constellation. So any of you guys who associate with dragons, snakes, and anything in between, you may have a lot of stuff coming up for you at this time. You may have a lot of dragon stuff coming up for you at this time, but it's the head of the dragon. It's also referred to as dragon's eye or head of the serpent, but this is, and by the way, you might have some back stuff going on, and there might be some Kundalini stuff going on too, because we do have so much fire energy, Jupiter energy, spiritual development energy, expansion energy, and now we have this serpent draconian energy and also associated with the back. So don't be surprised if weird stuff's going on with your back. Thank you. And don't be surprised for those of you who have wings if they suddenly open. Don't be surprised. Anyway, coming back to what I was going to say. Sorry, so many things to talk about. This is about the power of your own discernment and your own truth, being your own guru, okay? Being your own guru and being able to not just fully embody that, but act on that accordingly. It's like I keep getting, there's so much about this week about really being accountable to how we have changed our behavior to match and align to what it is we want, right? Are we walking the walk? Are we talking the talk? Are we doing the things? Or are we just still sitting there hoping and wishing and just expecting things to change on their own? Because that's not how it's going to happen. especially as we're in this time where things are changing so drastically for everybody in the collective. It's time. It's time to get up and get out and do. If you haven't already, that's okay. It's okay to be where you're at. If that's just not where you're at in your spiritual journey, it doesn't mean that this window of opportunity is just gone forever, right? I like to think that there's always windows of change and ebb and flow. I mean, even if you think about time, it's not linear. It's all happening all at once anyway, right? So anyway, just don't get discouraged if you're like, I'm not there. That's okay. That's okay. Now, the other fixed star, Acubens, I believe that's how you pronounce it, is at Leo 13 degrees. And Lilith on the full moon in Sag will be exactly trine the full moon in Sag at 13 degrees. Sag 13, Lilith, Leo 13. And I believe Pallas Athena will also be at Leo 13 as well. So all of them working together and all of them working with this fixed star. Now, this fixed star doesn't exactly have the greatest associations. I mean, it's associated with lies, liars. Literally, that's what it's associated with, like liars and criminal activity and poisoning. I don't think you have to worry about poisoning, but I definitely want to say just be mindful about what food you're eating out of your fridge. Double check the dates. Maybe don't take the risk around this time. I also want to say, this might sound really weird, but I just had this feeling of like being more aware and sensitive to, I want to say this, where your food's coming from. Not just like where is it being grown and all that stuff. Like that's important too. But even like who's making you food, right? Like is it from your neighbor? Is it from your family? Is it from your mom? Is it from the suspicious coworker at work? And it's like, why are you giving me food? Again, I'm not saying anybody's going to poison you. I'm not saying that. But it's like people, when they cook, their energy goes into their food. And there's something about that. When I was making my notes, I was like, that just came up and I was like, okay, interesting. So we might all be just, even more sensitive around this time. And we are still dealing with a lot of Taurus energy, and Taurus does rule the senses and makes us more sensitive to physical sensations and especially food and digestion. So I'm just saying, if someone wants to make you food, maybe say, hey, maybe next week, maybe next month, I'm good. Maybe don't eat out as much this week. It's almost like have a little bit more control over the energy that is going into your food, that is going into your body, just to be aware of that. But beyond that, Acubens is known as the claws as well, and the sheltering of the hiding place. And like I said, it's also associated with lies, but it's working with Lilith, it's working with the full moon. It's working with Pallas Athena. This to me feels like a big reveal, and I do feel Seven of Swords energy with this. Not to say that there's deceit afoot, but you're probably going to find out about even more deceit than you initially thought you already had in your field. And again, it's all just to help us tighten the ship, right? But even with the self, it's even helping to further liberate and not be held back anymore by things in our past that keep us from fumbling on moving forward, essentially. Okay? Okie dokie. Yeah, so that's all the astrology. We got stuff going on in so many different signs, but I would say fire signs and water signs, you're going to be hit the hardest this week, for sure. But Tauruses too. Felt the need to repeat that. But yeah, fire signs, water signs, Tauruses. So Leos, you're probably going to get a little double whammy because Taurus, a sister sign, another fixed sign is in the mix there. Yeah, I feel like fixed signs too. Okay. Prioritizing Taurus, Leo, Cancer. Yeah, prioritizing Taurus, Leo, Cancer. I'd throw Pisces in there too. And then I'd maybe even look into Aries as far as like who's going to feel this the most. But I would really keep your eye on the house of Taurus. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going on in all your other houses. Keep your eyes on your house of Taurus. Whatever house that is for you, there's going to be significant change and progress in that house, and you're going to be excited for it because that's also where Jupiter is going to be. That's where the North Node is going to be. That's where Uranus is going to be. That's where Vesta is going to be. That's where Mercury is going to be. That's where the door's opening, essentially, is in the house of Taurus. Early degrees, but we still have so much energy that goes throughout the entire house. So if that straddles like 2 houses for you, that's fine. Consider both. But just know that early degrees is where the door is unlocking, and the later degrees is where we have just significant development in ideas and clarity and conversations taking place about whatever it is that you guys are going to be doing for yourselves personally to make your life more fulfilling. Okay? Okay. All right. I know I forgot the timestamp already, but that's okay. We're going to start now. Oh, I feel so good. I do. I don't know why I said that. It's just true. It's just true. And I'm kind of in a rambly mood. Definitely been in a little bit of a rambly place. I actually started unboxing some things. So I'm going to use the Priestess of Light Oracle for the collective read. I haven't used this one in a bit. And I do really enjoy this deck, and it's like, and I love all the other decks too that I've been using for the last month, but it's nice to shake it up, right? Oh, so I was about to start and almost right at the time. Okay. Any messages or insights for the collective? They're really emphasizing that Sag energy. They showed me June 4th. Now the full moon's happening on the 3rd, but then they showed me an arrow, and that totally felt like Sag to me. It is about the push forward, but it's also about the focus, the eye. I'm flashing back to something of a personal thing for me yesterday. Sorry. Anyway, just felt the need to say that. I'm like very vocal right now. It just is what it is. The eye. The eye, the focus, the eye, the focus in the eye. I mean, we all know, right? It's like wherever your attention flows, wherever your attention goes, energy flows. That definitely feels a part of it. Keep your focus. I can't stress that enough. Keep your focus, keep your focus. There's also a need to I'm getting something about posture. I feel like I'm being drawn to being aware of the vessel. Yeah, being aware of the vessel. It's like there's a need to be very grounded and very firm and very strong in where your focus is, but it's like that's translating throughout the vessel as well. Now, there's all the synchronicities about eyes right now too, so that might come up for you as well this upcoming week. But it's like I'm feeling this like strong posture, strong stance, grounded, rooted in the earth, strong back, contracted, like literally the archer energy, right? And holding position and ready to go. Holding position and ready to go. Holding position and getting ready to go. I feel like this also falls in line with don't get distracted. It could be really easy to, it's almost like acting before you should, shooting your shot before you should. There's a perfect time. There's a perfect time. There's a perfect time. And if you're grounded and you're rooted and you're in your body and you're strong in your energy and you don't let up from distractions or the craziness of other people, I just dealt with a lot of crazy people last week. You're going to maintain that focus. You're going to maintain that stance, and you'll stay on target. And you'll stay on target. I can't get off of Sag. Saggies, is this going to be a personal reading for you? I can't get away from the Sag energy. Any messages or insights for the collective for this week? I don't know if there's any archers in this deck, but it'd be interesting if there were. Whoa. Card vomit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Cards flew everywhere. So I'm going to take Guide, the Illuminated Path, 21, breaking down to a 3, touching earth, plant something new, 12, another 3. Oh my God. Can't even make this up. 21 and 12, mirror images, and then Divine Masculine. There it is. Electric, active power, energy of 8, magician energy. I call it my CEO vibration as far as numerology is concerned. So, I mean, God, you guys look at this. Just look at that for a second. Just the synchronicities alone, the way I don't know if you guys can feel it through the camera, but I can feel it. So this is exactly what I was picking up on with this Archer energy. Be firm and be grounded and understand and have full awareness and focus, and almost have this like contained energy with that too, on what it is that you're doing. There needs to be intention there. It can't be impulsive. It can't be emotionally driven. Like, you need to be grounded. You need to be in control. And it's not in a way where you're repressing, right? It's having this different way of going about things, this different evolved way of going about things. It kind of reminds me about the lion card in the animal spirit deck. It's like the master of fire. When you master the element of fire, you understand how to maintain your flame without it going out, without burning yourself or burning out, right? When to act, when not to act, when to contract, when to expand, when to release, when to sit, when to, like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like there's such a, well, I don't know what the word is for that. It's like kung fu around your fire energy, right? It's like waxing, waning. It's having that mastery and awareness of it. But with guide and illuminated path, that's what I was getting with the eye. Where your attention goes, energy flows, and keeping your eye on the target. It's just, yeah, I can't, it's just, I mean, I'm talking in circles at this point, but seeing where you're going and understanding how to get there and how to maintain your energy to make it happen, and not faltering and not flailing or getting ungrounded because of distractions or other people. Stay focused. And divine masculine energy will totally help you do that. No, it's interesting because we have a lot of feminine energy this week too. But that Archer energy, it feels so masculine. That fire is very masculine. I'm going to take my energy, take my stand, and I'm going to take action at the right time. And I'll know when the right time is. That is very much divine masculine energy. Nice. See what else wants to come out. Well, let me just check that. Study. Okay. Something new is definitely afoot. Things are really falling into place here. Balance. Energy of 4 with 40. Stability, standing firm. That's exactly what I felt. And it's funny, she's not an archer, but it's kind of that stance, right? Balance, stability, standing firm. Underneath that, we have shamanic journey. Purpose, sacred mission, attunement, vision quest with the full moon behind her. Very much this expanded awareness and clear understanding of everything that is required that you need to encompass to do this. And like I said too, the heat of the heat of the intensity is turning up this week. The dial is definitely amping up. You got to be grounded to handle this. Grounded, intentional, contained, focused to handle this. I know I sound serious. I don't mean to be. The energy is a little serious, which is interesting because Sag to me is very playful. But there's something about this that's very serious. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and just dive right into the elements. Who's going first? Water, you're calling me. You guys almost never go first. Okay. All right. Water. I almost called you fire signs. Okay, water. Are you going to be fire this week? Are you going to be in your fire energy? Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You guys feel a little feisty. You guys might be a little turned on, actually. That's probably what that is. Yeah, you feel a little feisty. Water signs. Yeah, it's like you guys want to be very active this week. Sorry, my back is getting all activated. Remember, there's a lot of like emphasis on the energy on the, emphasis of energy in the back this week. So if your back is activated, don't be surprised. But yeah, water signs, it's like I feel like you're getting stirred up, and like I just feel fire. That's all I feel with you is like fire energy. But it's not aggressive. I feel it's almost like you want to play. Like you want to get in the mix of things. Like it's almost like you actually don't want to hide this week, which is not what I would have expected, especially with Acuvins at play, because it's very Cancerian and likes and talks about hiding places and lies and secrecy. But like I said, it's aspecting under the full moon, which is going to reveal things that have been hidden away. And most full moon cycles will do that, but this is like things that really get hidden away and like with a lock and key are probably going to be coming out at this time, especially where anyone's been lying or manipulative. And keep in mind too that there might even be this like temptation to react with a pinchy claw or a sting of a scorpion, or I don't know, slap of a tail of a fish. I don't know. I was like, sorry Pisces, you guys don't have anything like that for you. Anyway, you guys just feel like you're in fire. But yeah, I just get that you just want to play. You want to play, you want to experiment. I'm hearing experiment. You want to test the waters. Let's try this to this. What happens if I do this? What happens if I say that? It's very like playful, experimental, but it's fire. I just saw a glimpse of the lion. Any messages or insights? For my water, I keep wanting to call you fire signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's almost like you're fully just embracing the energies. Oh, you are. Ooh. Cosmic egg and oyster. You're bursting. You're bursting. It's funny because it does, that's kind of what fire is, right? It's like, these aren't fire cards. Oyster is water, but cosmic egg is associated with the crown chakra. It's associated with spiritual development and spiritual growth, reaching to a certain level and then going into a new cycle. Even with the snake around it, right? It talks also about Kundalini energy, ascensions and activations and all the kind. But with the fact that it's coming here with oyster, it has this breakout energy, like reaching a precipice that you were restrained from or that you couldn't reach before. It does feel like boom, like you're bursting. I promise you're not going to implode. You're not going to burst into flames, I promise. Incubating. Hold on a second. Incubating. What are you incubating? Were you incubating? You could view this as a rebirth. Some of you, this might feel like a rebirth. No. Something's been incubated. Something's already been incubating. You guys planted a seed. I think some of you were aware, some of you were not. A seed was planted, and not recently, a while ago. A seed was planted and it's been incubating. I feel like there's a good chunk of you that were not aware of this. Again, some of you totally were. Some of you were not aware that something's been incubating. But I want to say you planted the seed, like you manifested it. It's like they're very clear. You planted it. You planted it. Some of you might have a little bit of careful what you wish for moment. Just feeling that, but you planted it. You planted it. It's been incubating. It might literally be sprouting this week, and you're gonna go, oh, boom, surprise. It has a surprise element to this, whatever you're experiencing this week. There's gonna be a lot of that, by the way, for everybody. Surprise! Yeah. This is gonna be a surprise to you guys, to you water signs. You guys planted a seed. Literally, some of you could find out you're pregnant. Some of you, this seed, it was like literally a manifestation of like a job or a relationship or a change. Some of you, this is your own like ascension activation, spiritual growth, but it's like whatever it is, it kind of is, it's coming with a boom. It's coming with a surprise. It's coming with a surprise. The lamb, baby energy. Some of y'all might find out you're pregnant. But it's not just about that, right? It's not just about that literal understanding of planting a seed, incubation, birthing. Again, some of you, this is about a rebirth, right? But this is indicating something new, something foreign, or maybe even feeling like totally like a new person, or like you're in a new situation, or it's uncomfortable, but it's brand new beginning, brand new baby energy is what that is. I'm looking at a beautiful new cycle here for my water signs, and there's something about it too that's like really calling forward this like childlike energy, because I keep getting like playful. I keep getting this playful vibe with you. Some of you, this is actually birthing a whole new idea. And when I say idea, I mean like an idea, like a plan or an invention or a book or something like that. Like something, yeah, it's like something is bursting open and showing itself. And it's like, I'm here. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, and it's taken off fast. It's growing fast. Cheetah energy. Cheetah is 8 of Wands. And it actually, this has a little bit of a Jupiter energy on it too. I'm almost feeling like a Wheel of Fortune energy off of that. Yeah, this is really fast. This is really fast. Whatever is surprising you this week, whether it's like you start an ascension process, your wings open up, your back gets activated, you find out you're pregnant, or you get this idea for a book or a project, or oh my god, like, or an invention, whatever it is, or you're going through a rebirth. Once the surprise happens, the momentum of energy from the birth of this idea, or the birth of you, or the birth of a new beginning of some kind, but I'm getting it centered in Mercury, like it's centered in Mercury, like ideas or conversations or awareness or consciousness, that sort of deal. Unstoppable train is what it feels like. Runaway train in a good way. Dragonfly, third eye energy, perception, ideas, Mercury. Ooh. Moth. This is magnetism. It's being drawn to the flame. I just gotta call a spade. So this burst, it's almost like your eyes are opening. I just got pulled back to the Archer, like the divine masculine Archer, keeping your focus. It's like your eyes are opening, and suddenly it's like, target. Target seen. Can I shoot now? It's got that feeling to it. So take this as it resonates. I know I'm speaking very like oracly, but that's how it's coming through, because I'm reading for so many people, but that's how it's coming through. Whatever this burst is, it's like your eyes open, you see the target, you want to act, or you find out a piece of information and that piece of information inspires you to act, right? Or you go through a rebirth and it inspires you to take control of your life and live life. You understand what I'm saying? These are just different examples. Some of you might have somebody whose eyes are open on you, and it's like, target. I'm coming in, I'm shooting my arrow, I'm shooting my shot. Totally could happen for some of you, just saying. Let's continue, see what else is coming here. But it's playful. I just keep getting play. I just keep getting that. Playful, fun, joyful. Some of you, your third eye might be opening, and it is like giving you a whole new look on life, and it just makes you want to act. 4411 when I said that. Anything else for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The hawk. Love the hawk. In this deck specifically, it speaks of being divinely guided and protected by spirit. Like literally, like go this way, water sign, please, this way, right? That's literally what that energy is. Hawk is also a divine messenger. Interesting. And then underneath that we have Gazelle, more fire energy. But Gazelle is about like a 3 of Wands energy. It's like, I will sit here and observe I will sit here and observe. But Hawk is saying, take action at the right time. Like I was saying with the archer, right? It's like hold that stance and keep your focus, and you'll know the right time to act. It's like once the arrow gets shot, take off. Take off. Water signs. This is exciting. This is exciting. Your eyes are about to be opened, or some piece of information is coming to you through conversation or download, and it's making you motivated. It's making you want to act fast, or you could be going through an ascension of some kind, or like opening of the third eye sort of deal, and that's giving you a whole new perspective and making you want to take action differently in a new direction, potentially, but it's all guided. It's all divinely guided. 100%. All right, let's move on. Tarot. What deck are we going to use here? Wait, who's getting Midnight Magic? Air. That was really fast. All right, so air signs are getting Midnight Magic. Let me write that down. Sorry, water signs. Let's do this one. You know, sometimes when I'm pulling cards out of the box, and like, it's interesting what gets left behind. Nine of Wands. Are you feeling tired? Maybe that's why this is going to surprise you. Because maybe you've been dealing with a lot. Maybe your focus has actually been elsewhere. Maybe this is why this is catching you so off guard. Any messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm getting butterflies. I'm getting butterflies. We'll see if the Six of Cups comes out. Oh, I should have sat on a little pillow. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If this is about a fated meeting for some of you, the eyes, I keep getting pulled to the eyes. It could even be the eye. Maybe it's just one eye is going to activate you. I don't know. That's interesting. The eyes are the eye. Thank you, Spirit. I was like, the eye? Are they missing an eye? It's like, I don't understand. It's like, oh, the eye. The eye. For those of you guys where this is more about a fated meeting, or there's another person involved in this, or other people involved in this, you're going to meet them here. You're going to meet them there. It definitely feels like some sort of activation. It could also happen through the eyes as well. That's totally possible. But it's about this. It's about this. Could be having strong telepathy. Could be dreaming about this person. This is going to be a very cray week. All right, so just strap yourself in for the cray. Any messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I almost don't even want to say it, but I'm just going to mention it. Anybody who perceives twin flame energy, counterpart energy, that can apply there. But this is not just about a fated meeting, because for some of you, this is your own personal thing, okay? Where you get an idea, and it just changes your world. It changes your viewpoint and it inspires you. Like, that's the whole point. You get inspired by something coming to light or surprising you or opening up for you, and it's just like, whoa. Okay, just want to be clear. Any messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Fire. Fire. Sagittarius, Knight of Wands. Whoo. I just keep getting like the pace of this is fast and the intensity is like a lot. That's honestly what I just keep getting, like with the Knight of Wands energy. It's like, it's symbolizing the pace and the intensity, the explosion. The explosion. The explosion. And Knight of Wands is playful. Knight of Wands is very playful. If any of you guys engage in sexual energy this week, don't be surprised if it activates the shit out of you, okay? And I'm not getting like sexual healing. I'm not getting that. I'm getting like kundalini, sexual, blah. Like that's what I'm getting. Ooh, interesting. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Leaving behind the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Will we like, ooh, interesting. Knight of Swords at the bottom. Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords, Gemini, Sag. That is 1-7 energy. That's house, that's like, when I say that, first house, 7th house. Partnership. Compliments. Anyway, not applying to all of you. Just take it as it resonates. I just want to be clear because I feel like people get really attached to readings where partners come up or romance comes up when there's a lot more to life than that. So it's just a little, I'm not like anti-love. I love love. I'm a lover. But I just want to be clear. Anyway, I like this. I like this a lot. Some of you are leaving behind the illusion of security, the illusion of what you thought legacy was, what you thought success was. Because again, it's like your world is changing. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic, but that's what I see. Look at this. I mean, you have the oyster with the cosmic egg, the crown chakra card, and I can feel this like bursting open of self or bursting open of consciousness or an idea, and it's like your eyes are open. Your eyes are open in a way that haven't been open before, and you have this new baby foreign energy and then just skyrocket. And Knight of Wands with 10 of Pentacles in reverse, like 10 of Pentacles in reverse, sometimes I read it as imposter syndrome because it's been coming across that way the last few months, but it's also just things that are not real, things that are not grounded in reality, things that are not solid as it relates to household, health, career, that sort of deal. And that's what you're bursting into the awareness of like, I know exactly what direction I need to go. I know exactly what it is I need to do and not do. And do it like a Sag, do it like the Archer. Right? And leave that shit behind fast. I'd be shocked if we didn't get like the Wheel of Fortune. Anything else for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. More Sag. In reverse though. Temperance in reverse. Yeah. Just leaving behind what is not aligned with you spiritually, what is not grounded in reality, what is out of balance, what is distorted. You're recognizing it. It's almost like you're literally like your eyes are opening. And you're like, how did I not see this? I'm bolting the other direction. This is massive course correction for a lot of you. I'm hearing the seed thing again. Seed was planted. A seed was planted. Tell me about the seed that was planted because it keeps coming up. Nice. The Chariot, also referencing Chariot of Ascension. The Emperor sits in the Chariot. The Divine Masculine sits in the Chariot. And we do have Divine Masculine for the collective here, right? Moving forward on the target. This is in relation to the seed as well. The seed was planted. The seed was planted. The seed was planted. The seed was planted. The seed that was planted becomes the target. But I keep getting a lot of you were not aware you even planted this seed. And this like awakening to the awareness of that, this information, a piece of information that comes to you, a conversation, a third eye opening, whatever it is, gets you to see the seed that you planted, and therefore you see the target, and you're like, I'm in. Seven of Pentacles. It's so funny because I kind of look at that Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of his feet like a seed. I kind of am seeing that, and he's like evaluating what has been done, what's already been had, what is in the present. But he's kind of ignoring the seed. It's funny. He's kind of ignoring the seed, but moving away from this place of being stationary is kind of what I'm getting. Like, and maybe you haven't been fully stationary, but it's definitely been this like, I'm here, I'm just going with the flow, I'm gonna wait a bit, it's like pensive, apprehensive, a little unsure. Yeah, because it's almost like a part of you deep down knew. I mean, that's literally just like, I mean, you planted the seed, so part of you knew. It was just very much deeply embedded in your subconscious. Um, but the information was there. That's also part of the theme of one of the fixed stars, the Rastaban star. What was it? There. Okay, so I have a few fixed star books that I look through when I'm looking at astrology. Well, how did the phrase go? It's kind of a weird phrase, like in relation to the star, but it's like crack open the head, and the key to all ills and healing the ills will be found, like something like that. Um, Getting into like the deep subconscious, into the deep parts that like again you've ignored or that you like aren't connecting to. It's like things that are hidden there, have been hidden there, whoop, they're just gonna fly up to the forefront. I think a lot of people are gonna have a lot of epiphanies this week, but anyway, I'm getting way too distracted. I'm getting way too off track. You're moving, you're making progress here. You know what you want to do now. Very much in your power. Again, this could be somebody around you or in your field, doesn't have to be you, but it's what I'm picking up on. Yeah, you're moving away from confusion. King of Swords in reverse. What you didn't know, you now know. I mean, yeah, what you didn't know, you now know. What you didn't know, you now know. If any of you have been like suffering in confusion, I feel like you've been keeping it to yourself. The moon, the subconscious. Literally, and it landed on the chariot. The subconscious. What was hidden in the subconscious is now gonna bloop, right to the forefront. And you will know what you thought you didn't know, but you actually did know. It was just buried. Truth is there the whole time. Some of you guys might find yourself saying that. Interesting. Moon and the Four of Swords. That's a lot of, actually I'm getting astrally energy there. Getting that telepathy too. I'm getting a lot of third eye energy off of the moon with the Four of Swords paired like that. The Four of Swords is being isolated and recovering, but it also can represent the bed as well. And the moon can represent the subconscious and dreams and intuition. Yeah, I'm getting like astral, telepathy, dream time, that sort of deal. Again, what's been buried in the subconscious and been trying to come to the forefront. Pay attention to your dreams, water signs. That might be what it is. You might have a crazy dream and the answer is right there in front of your face and you wake up and it's like, and you open your eyes. That's what you do when you wake up. You open your eyes. My guides are funny. And then, oh my God, I know what to do. I see what I thought I didn't see. Whoa. Overall, we got Judgment. King of Cups in reverse. Oh, do we feel karma? Yes, we do. Six of Cups. Wow, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Remember, you have the 7. And here we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse coming out. Wow. Okay, water signs. Like I said, it's like your life is changing. And I don't say that lightly. I don't. It's just that feeling of like you wake up and you see life differently. You see the truth differently. You see yourself differently. Or like you're having a major shift in your truth or understanding or awareness. It's huge. It's major. And then to get this energy, it's an accounting of the past. That's what it is. It's a judgment call on the accounting of the past, the imbalances, and I'm getting it's really emotional. The imbalances of giving and receiving emotions, being open, not being open, being overly generous, or the opposite of that. It's funny because I got butterflies when I got the Six of Cups here. Some of you guys are going to realize that family patterns, some of you, a relationship was really clouding you, was really keeping you from fully seeing because you hid it away in a box. That's what this feels like to me. It feels like karmic experiences, memories, patterns, like multiple occurrences of these unhealthy emotional experiences with people. Like that's what it feels like. And that can be rooted in family or relationship. Some of you, it's almost like when not to be cheesy, but some of you, it's almost like when you last felt love. Like when you last like fell in love. Not to sound cheesy, but that's what I'm getting. For some of you, you locked it away in a box. And there's something about those memories. It's almost like a soul retrieval. Something about those memories or like those patterns, those karmic experiences that like, because you locked that part away, you also locked away a piece of truth, a piece of your truth that's vital to have right now to understand where you need to go. Ooh, water signs, you guys always have the craziest readings. It literally feels like that. Memories, truth, piece of yourself that you locked away in a box because it was stuff you didn't want to think about. And like, and with that came, like with that almost went like a piece of like your innocence or a piece of your ability to fall in love, or a piece of like your inner child. It's like, yeah, I just keep getting it was like a piece of you and it's coming back to the forefront full swing. I think it's going to shock the hell out of you. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get you guys a cannabis oracle card. Hold on, let me check my phone. Sorry. I gotta stay on track today. Okay. All right. Can I get a card for water signs? Ooh, or should I do Gaia oracle? No. All right, I heard no. Way too many. Hold on. Can I get one card, please, for water signs? It's the world card. Agbe with bliss. Let's read it, shall we? Of course you'd get the world card. Like I said, your life is changing. I wasn't exaggerating. This is a life change. This is a massive life change. This is the reminder that all things are in motion, including the breath and intention we carry with each inhale. Agbe calls for you to integrate and realize you are another manifestation of the energy of the universe. Agbe shows up when you're ready for lasting success. Travel to different parts of the world may be on the horizon when this card appears. It also expresses the feeling of fulfillment. The floating figure symbolizes that. When you apply all the lessons, you should work with the elements and listen to the guides. You will be whole. Getting that piece back. I keep getting because it was a piece of truth. Even if it's attached to shit you don't want to feel anymore or whatever, or it's like, oh, it's just the past. You locked away a piece of truth of you. That's the key and what you need to get back. If Agbe appears in your cards today, it is time to ask, what makes me feel complete? Have I completed a cycle? Am I ready for lasting success? Yes, you freaking are. Yes, you are, water sign. All right, moving on. Clear the board. Where are you? Oh, there you are. All right, who's going next? That was intense, right? It was a little intense. All right. Earth, you keep pulling on me. All right, Earth, we'll do it. You feel very captivating this week. Hold on. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, you guys feel very captivating. I felt like, hello, Earth signs. Yes, I'm here. I'm here to serve you. What is it you need? It's like, whoa, what was that? The elk might actually, deer and oyster. The elk might come out. Deer is the counterpart to the elk. Any messages or insights from my Earth signs? Oh, you guys feel yummy. You guys feel yummy. You feel like water and earth. You feel like a luscious forest. That's how you feel. That's how you feel right now. I'm really liking it. It's very cozy. It's very homey. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Some of you guys could be really focusing on your home, like hearth, but you like, I feel like you're exuding energy of hearth, comfort, safety, yumminess of home. Like, it feels really good. It feels really good. Ooh, we got Nightingale as your first card. So we got some throat chakra energy coming out here. Nightingale is a lot of communication. It's literally Mercury to me. Talking, preaching, sounding the alarm. It's that kind of energy. But like I said, you're captivating. So there is something captivating, commanding about your energy, and it's through your voice. It's through your voice. Oh my God, that's what it is. You're really getting really, you're getting really, excuse me. You're getting really balanced in your masculine, feminine, but like in a way where you're learning how to bounce between the two when you need to. It's like to be commanding and in your power, make things happen in your masculine energy, but to have this like super yummy, fertile, like I just want to cuddle up in that energy, like feminine energy vibe to you. You might be very attractive to people this week. People might not be able to get enough of you. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, this is commanding. This is commanding. I feel like you're taking control here and you're using your voice to do it. Tell me more for my earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. People might not recognize you. So it seems like, I mean, we've all gone through big changes recently from the eclipses. People might not recognize this version of you. Interesting. So we have raccoon. So you're being commanding, and I feel like you're setting boundaries here. So it's interesting that raccoon's coming out, because raccoon can be a mask energy. It also can speak of mischief, trickstery energy. But sometimes when this card comes out, I just feel this like sad retreat. I feel this energy of like, is it safe? I don't know if it's safe, kind of feeling under threat. But that's why you're moving into this commanding energy. You're standing up for yourself. You're setting boundaries. This is you being in your authority and being like, you're not going to put me in a corner. Oh, you're not going to shame me. That's something that's coming up for some of you. You're not going to shame me. You're not going to put me in a corner. You're not going to make me retreat. Some of you are actually calling out people who are manipulative. But yeah, it's like you're just, it's like, okay, earth sign, okay. I like it. It's nice. Anything else for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm taking that? No. All right. Oh, I got a glimpse of a dragon. Butterfly. Oh, I like it. Butterfly speaks of transformation. It's grace, it's beauty, it's lighthearted energy, but it is about transformation and change. This is a really huge step for you, earth signs, is what I'm getting. This is a huge step in doing this and being commanding here. Calling a spade, recognizing when boundaries are crossed, and it is a new version of you. It is a new version of you. Some of you might have been hard to take this step, but like once you do it, it's almost like once you get good at saying no, you can't stop saying no, because it feels so good to be empowered, right? It has that feeling to it. Some of you are really cleaning up your life, especially social circle, because again, this is what you exercising your boundaries here. Anything else for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Thank you. Especially once you do this and you really clean house, anything that's left is nurturing. And it's just going to really amplify, I'm getting that like yummy feeling again. And that's just going to amplify that like yummy ooey gooey energy. Don't forget, Venus is aspecting with Neptune this week. All in water, which is like a compatible sign for you, but that's like super lovey-dovey, dreamy, yummy energy. So just saying. Interesting. Peacock. So peacock can be captivating. It can be like an attractive energy. In this deck, it speaks of being beautiful. So there's a lot of beauty themes going on here for you. I feel like Venus is very important for you. Earth signs, I would definitely check to see where that's transiting for you personally. Because it like Venus in Cancer is commitment energy. It's literally being family oriented, showing up for people, having people show up for you, and just like showing love and being a caretaker. That's Venus Cancer energy. It's very yummy. Yeah, so just keep an eye on Venus. I just keep getting beauty off of this. Normally when I get peacock, sometimes I get a superficiality sort of vibe. I'm not quite getting that. I'm just getting beauty this time. Just kind of refreshing. It's refreshing. You're beautifying your life by first cleaning out relationships and beautifying those. But it's a practice of self-love and self-care. Oh, nice. We got the dolphin. Dolphin to me is kind of Gemini energy. It's very playful. It's very sexual. It's very childlike, but it's also the card of the healer in this deck, or the mystic. You could be a healer. But yeah. This is just about beautifying your life. That's what this is, our signs. And you start by not allowing people to push you into the raccoon. Setting very hard boundaries. And anybody who wouldn't make you do that, they're supportive anyway, right? So what's left? Color. All this color, all this beauty, this lighthearted energy, play. It's really nice. I like it. It was a cool week. People in their place and cleaning house in the way that you needed to, so that all that would be left was this. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some cards for you guys. Okay, what did the mini Rider excuse me. The mini Rider Waite. Any messages or insights for my earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, am I taking that? No. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. King of Wands. We like a King of Wands energy. This is Leo energy. This is getting into your authority, getting into your power, doing what you need to do. But King of Wands can also be very fun. And it actually wants to be over with Peacock and Butterfly. It does want to be over here. But this is definitely you stepping into your authority and your masculine energy here. Taking control over the situation. And focusing on what feels good. It's interesting because, you know, your earth signs, obviously. But setting these boundaries with people and like cleaning house, it's giving you more time and space to really listen to your water, to your earth, to your heart, to your soul, to your drive, to your passion, your thirst for life, and to prioritize those things. It's nice. I know I'm saying that a lot, but it is. It just is. Anything else for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm starting to feel sexual energy. You could use that for creativity. That is fire. You could use that for creativity. Somebody could be lusty after you and vice versa. You'll know who you are, where that applies, but I'm feeling sexual energy. I'm not going to take those. I mean, you got a very clear-cut reading here, our signs. I don't think it's going to get juicier. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. With Nightingale and the Raccoon. I'm hearing waste of time. Energy drain. Energy drain and waste of time. Some of you guys were dealing with people who just wanted to take from you and distract you. Do not let yourself get distracted. Don't let yourself get distracted. Like, think of your time as priceless. and precious. You're never going to get it back. And anybody who's going to be, crossing your boundaries or trying to make you feel small, they're stealing your time. They're stealing your life, literally. It's like they're stealing seconds of your life. I know there's no such thing as time, technically speaking. But yeah, no more. Mm-mm. No more. No more, no more, no more. There's also a taking accountability where you made mistakes in dealing with certain people as well. And just being done with it. Anything else with my Four of Pentacles? With the 7 and the 4, there's a 3 of Pentacles there, which tells me, it confirms that it's also about other people and your plans with them, your collaborations with them, friendships even. This might have really taken a hit on your money or your resources. And when I say resources, it's like money, time, and energy. That's what we're talking about here. That 4 of Pentacles just feels like the raccoon to me, being closed off and small. And this is like, no more. I'm not going to let people take advantage of me. I'm not going to let people waste my time. I'm not going to continue to deal with people that I know I don't want to deal with or drain my energy or whatever it is. But it's like, I keep feeling it's like people shutting you down. That's what it feels like to me. People shutting you down or like pushing up against you or crossing your boundary. No more, no more, no more. No more. Anything else for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Oh, the overall energy. Let's see. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. So we had 2 cards come out for the Dolphin. Knight of Cups and the World. Moving forward. Clean. Heart out. Heart open. Ready to just live your life in beauty. In a beautified life. That's beautiful. I love that. That's freaking beautiful. You're only allowing supportive, nourishing situations and relationships. That's it. That's all you got time for. You learned your lesson, or signs. You learned and you're moving on. Overall energy, 2 of Cups in reverse. Oh, and look, drama. Oh, and look, unhappiness with you, Queen of Wands. I like this though, underneath that 5 of Swords in reverse. Oh, and look, here's the 3. Here's that 3 of Pentacles I was talking about. But this is you practicing forgiveness and acceptance and letting go. But this overall energy, this is what you've been dealing with, and you're like, yeah, no more, no thank you. You only, oh, excuse me. Having a very human moment. You only want people and environments that are going to uplift you and add to your joy, add to your happiness, add to your joy, add to your happiness, add to the fun of life. And again, I feel a little sexual energy. We do have the King and Queen of Wands, potential partnership there. But this is more so speaking to the balance of your own energy in the King and the Queen, stepping into that masculine to do what you got to do and stand up for yourself, protect yourself, make things happen, change things so that you're taken care of and you are supported and you're protected and you're safe because you're not dealing with this shit anymore. With the 10 and the 2, there's also 8 of Cups there, moving on and letting go with acceptance. So very nice. Let's get a Cannabis Oracle card for you guys. Not that you need it. I think you're handling this just fine. Can I get a card for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let me get closer. It'll probably help. Oh, it does. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm telling you, you don't need it. It's like not coming out. What did I say about sexual energy? I knew it. I knew it. Sexuality. Look at the dolphins. So I got dolphins back here. This is a hard one for me to pronounce. So I'm just going to call it sexuality because it's hard for me to pronounce that. But if you're wondering what her name is, there it is. Give it a go. Wait, did I pass her? Oh, I passed her. Hold on a second. Did I? Hold on. Okay. Why can't I find her? I wish this was in alphabetical order to make it easier, but it's not. They're not numbered either. Oh, they put her picture in a different place. Okay. Anyway, a black goddess emerges and she is fully in love with her sexuality, confident in her sacred power. She does not let anyone siphon energy from her. She activates the erogenous zones of those who allow their true divinity to shine through when working with creator energy. The dolphin medicine reminds you to breathe through your energetic downloads. This card is amplified if it appears partnered with the creator vortex. The energy created by the embodiment of your sacred sexuality is a driving force and powerful manifester. She is here to tell you that if you have forgotten your worth and you need to embrace your full power, the creator energy is a powerful driver for manifestation, taking you into the multi-dimensional realm that the erotic energetic expansion will take place in. It has already happened within your highest self. You must only remember to harness the energy and set an intention. I mean, literally King and Queen of Wands. It's like, it's a lot of fire, it's a lot of sexual energy, and you do get dolphin already. So you guys might benefit by working with the dolphin or even listening to dolphin sounds. I would definitely recommend doing that. But yeah, it's like you're moving into this very beautified energy, very feminine energy, but you're really grounded in your masculine to do so, to do that in a way where you feel confident and safe. It's nice. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Moving on. All right. Fire or air? Don't mind me, I gotta stretch a little bit. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Fire or air? Air. We're gonna do air. I'm gonna get a little pillow to sit on, actually. Hold on. I should have done this initially, and I don't know why I didn't. No reason why I did not. I just didn't. All right. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Air signs. This feels a little high. Okay, that's good. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra. You guys feel stormy. Why do you feel stormy? Why do you feel stormy? I feel like there's a card in tarot that has this like visual where it's like literally like a little storm in the back, or like waves and like a ship or two. Maybe it's the Two of Pentacles. Any messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You might be trying to see through a storm right now, and the storm could be in your mind. It could be like a storm of mental thoughts. Mental thoughts. Could be a storm of thoughts. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, there's something really icy too about your energy. Like something's been stuck or frozen, or like lacking in warmth. lacking in love. Let's get into this. Oh, you guys got the Lamb. This might be the card of the week, although Earth signs didn't get this. Or did they? No, they didn't get this. But Earth signs, not Earth signs. I didn't do the timestamp. Shit. Water signs. Water signs had this. I'll just put it at 125 and hope that works. Anyway, water signs had this as well, which is funny because it's like I'm getting this stormy energy with you, which is kind of like air meets water. But Lamb is about a new beginning, or it's like a birth of something, or it represents baby energy, or being uncomfortable in a situation because it's new, like being green, green or wet behind the ears. So new. There's something new afoot in your life. I keep getting pulled to this stormy energy. I can't shake it. Okay, we got the beast. Now we have this like hard-working energy, though. This is associated with air, but I'm getting like a Capricornian energy, like a very Saturnian energy, like a hard-working energy. These two cards together normally would mean that there's basically a gift coming, there's a reward coming, a new beginning coming that is the result of really hard work. And I do feel like that's true. But why do I keep getting pulled back to a storm? A mental storm, like a Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting pulled to that. And there's like, I keep getting pulled to an icy energy too. So, okay, air signs, you clearly have a new beginning. I'm getting like Ace of Pentacles, actually. A new beginning or some sort of gift or reward that's coming to you as a result of hard work. All right? 100%, I see that. Now this like stormy energy, this like mental storm, it doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody in your field, but somebody's a wreck. Somebody's a wreck. Beaver, yeah, hardworking energy. That's what I was feeling. It's like there's been some hard work and there's a new path being blazed, or there's a new opportunity being created or acted on. And it's the result of hard work. I just keep getting that. It's kind of repeating itself. And it's good. It's a positive thing. But someone's a wreck. Like, I can't get away from that energy. Someone's a wreck. Now we have the fish. The fish is about moving with the flow. Flow of the river. Surrender. Surrender, surrender, submerge. Surrender and submerge. This, okay. I think someone is a wreck, and I don't think it's you. I don't think it's you. I think this is for you. I think this is for you. Something is going to make you really happy, but it is the result of hard work. I keep getting Saturn, of hard work and discipline. Saturn or Capricorn, that sort of vibe. But over here with fish, I'm actually pulled to the divine masculine, and I'm hearing submerged. Submerged. Something about this feels like literally being underwater, but like there's no choice. You kind of have to flow with it. So this is strange. This is not what I expected. So air signs, while you're doing pretty good, there's someone around you that's really struggling. Now, some of you could have really struggled to find your way into your masculine energy, into your motivation, your drive, your get up and go to do this, because it does require a lot of effort. I keep getting hard work. This requires hard work of you. So some of you guys could have felt like I'm way too underwater to put in enough effort and focus to get there and to do that. And this is about you overcoming that. That could totally be the case. But I keep getting, for a lot of you, it's like you're here or you're about to be here and someone around you is like drowning. So take it as it resonates. Cosmic Egg, maybe the card of the week. Hummingbird and Cosmic Egg. Yeah, it's like this is inspired. This is spiritually led. This is in alignment with like someone's path, someone's mission. Something that it's like, it's a big thing that can make them feel fulfilled. And I just feel like there's a big spiritual component. And yeah, it's taking hard work and effort, but they're doing it. They're doing it. And like I said, if you've been struggling to get into your masculine energy because you feel like you've been underwater, This is about you learning how to naturally step into your masculine energy to get here. Okay? But some of you, there's someone around you that's drowning and freaking out. Don't let them take you under is what I want to say. Because what happens when someone's drowning and they try to grasp onto you for dear life to save themselves? You drown. Don't let them take you under. Anything else for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Overall, we have Eagle. Well, that's a powerful card. I would definitely watch water signs. You guys seem to have a little bit of like, couple of the same cards came out, but they had Hawk and you have Eagle, and I look at those as tandem energies. Like actually masculine to feminine is how I look at the Hawk and Eagle. But you do, Eagle and Dragon. Like I said, Dragon energy is probably going to be big this week too, because Draco constellation is active. But Eagle in this deck speaks of, it's kind of like the World card. It speaks of new beginnings in karmic lessons or ending karmic lessons. But there's this image of the eye. There's this image of the eye, seeing through the ego, seeing through illusion, and seeing through the truth, and understanding too, thank you, from a bigger perspective of what is happening and what needs to happen and what needs to get done. That, if any of you have been struggling with your masculine energy, that is going to help you step into it to do what you got to do. To be honest, some of you, I'm also getting that some of you are needing to step up as a parent. Maybe you're finding out that you're going to be a parent, and this is like, oh shit, I'm going to be a parent. Can I do it? Can I stand up? Can I do it? And then there's a little bit of a freak out, and you find your way. Okay. But this is about stepping up and taking responsibility. That's what this is. This is your challenge apparently for the week. Can you step up and take accountability and responsibility and get into the physical, which is hard for air signs, get into the physical and do what needs to be done. See the bigger picture, see your role in it, and just say, I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to do it. That's what this is for my air signs this week. Okay? I can't get away from this. This is like, that's like, wow, that's like so cool. Yeah. All right, let's pull cards. You guys get the Midnight Magic deck this week. I feel like you guys get it a lot. I could be wrong. Any messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini. Libra. What? It's like the deck wants to run away. Aquarius. Gemini. Libra. Aquarius. Okay. I'm hearing Queen. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Queen. It feels actually like the Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting because there's a lot of earthy energy here. Interesting. So I actually get the Page of Cups. I feel a spark of some new feelings, some new emotions with that Page of Cups. It's not a bad thing, but it's feeling some new feelings. That's how it's coming through. Just like, oh, this, like, how do I feel about this? It's like, but there's a weird feeling on it, a little bit of like, you know, or it doesn't feel totally like happy. Oh, excuse me. It's like, oh, yeah. Like there's feelings being stirred up, but it's not all happy. It feels scared, actually. Yeah, it feels scared. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because it's the recognition. Oh, I gotta step up. That's what this is. It's feelings being stirred up and realizing, being honest with yourself, or maybe being honest with someone else, like, hey, time to get real, time to get serious, time to show up and be accountable, be reliable, be responsible, and do shit the right way and follow through and not let up. Knight of Pentacles is right-hand man. Knight of Pentacles is, I'm going to show up, and I might take my time to do what I got to do, but I'm here. I'm always going to be here. Just tell me what to do and I'm here. That's Knight of Pentacles. It's loyalty, it's practicality, it's consistency, it's trust, it's loyalty, it's all those things. That Page of Cups is the communication, and also this like the surge of the feeling coming up of like, I need to step up, and I need to step up. I need to step up. Ooh. And there it is, the Devil. Yeah, what has been keeping you from being able to do this? This might be a little triggering, air signs, because it literally brings up this feeling of of, ooh. I don't know if I can do that. Like, it brings up this feeling of trigger, of it feels being held back. That's what it feels like being held back from being able to step up and get shit done and do what has to be done. I know that was repetitive, but you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, it brings up the Devil. It brings up the Devil. Anything else for my air signs? And like I said, this for some of you, this is your own struggle of getting out of your own way and being able to step up and do this. Some of you, you're doing it, but there's someone around you who's struggling to get on board with you. So if you've been struggling with somebody on dealing with a collaborative thing, or a new project, a new relationship, maybe like literally a child, and like one person's doing, the other person's not, they got some stuff they got to face to step up into it. But a lot of you, this is about you getting out of your own way and getting into the physical and doing things that need to be done. Being responsible. Am I taking all this? Oh, I am? Okay. Got the Five of Cups. Whoo! The Moon in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hanged Man. This is a little bit of a hard slap in the face, I'm not gonna lie. This is like the undeniable truth that also comes with the emotions of the Page of Cups as well, of why things potentially haven't been able to move forward, or why you haven't been able to really make something happen in the physical. And it brings up a lot of emotions. It's like very emotional. Five of Cups, the Moon in reverse, the Page of Cups. It brings up regret. It brings up regret for not following through, for not being accountable, for not being responsible. And then we have the Hanged Man, right, which says time to figure it out. Time to take a spiritual break or pause and figure that shit out. Anything else for my air signs? The Ace of Wands. You want it. The Lamb is what it is. The Lamb with the bee, right? That energy. That's the new path, the new project, the thing that needs to be taken care of. It needs to be taken care of. Like, that's really how it's coming through. Needs to be taken care of, needs to be taken care of, needs to be taken care of. But you want to. There's a want. There's a desire. But then the Devil comes up. Careful with your thoughts, because remember I was getting to like a mental storm. The mind is the devil's playground, right? Yeah, you want it. You want to take care of it. You want to step up. You want to be accountable. You want to make this happen. Some of you, it's also about reaching a level of success. I just got pulled to the Dragon and the Eagle again, about seeing why it needs to get done and how it needs to get done, and seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, I feel like you really, you need to get out of your mind, and you also need to confront the Devil energy and whatever it is tied to, which is also this grief of how maybe you haven't been taking accountability, responsibility, or even things in the past that haven't worked out. This is clearly a pattern of either procrastination or just not being able to complete things, or not being able to follow through. Some of you guys might associate yourself as having ADD, and I'll be honest, maybe even use that as an excuse, but it's time. It's time. And if you're dealing with another person and this is their energy, you might be very frustrated, but it's up to them to deal with it. But get out of the mind, deal with the emotions you feel, the shame, the regret, the guilt, etc. Work through it and then like level up. I hate to say it, but level up. Overall, 8 of Wands in reverse. Challenges, blockages, delays. 7 of Swords, sabotage. 7 of Wands in reverse, fear, not being able to stand up. And then we have the 8 of Cups. This is that you need to move into the 8 of Cups. So that's going to help you release the past and the devil and all these like weird emotions that are tied to whatever's getting in the way of you stepping into that Knight of Pentacles energy. And again, if you're dealing with someone and that's their energy, this is what they need to do. They literally just need to face themselves and have an honest moment. Come to Jesus moment if need be. But yeah, it's like I'm seeing fear. I'm seeing not being able to be confident enough to just face the reality of what they feel, whether this is you or someone you're dealing with. And I keep getting regret, guilt, shame, procrastination, feeling like a failure is also coming up. But that's because they have to move into the 8 of Cups, and or you have to move into the 8 of Cups to move past the devil. It's actually surprisingly simple. It's about the bigger picture. It's about the bigger picture. All right, let's get a card for you. All the decks I use are linked below, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Can I get a card for my ear? That was very fast. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I love when this happens. When like you've been working with a deck and then you swear a card comes out and it's like that card was not in that deck before. I know it wasn't. You guys got 3. And I think there's a reason for that. There's a lot going on in your reading that is all about just like getting out of the own way. So I'm just gonna go in order. How would you say this? Sapta with clarity. I believe that's the Justice card. Sapta sits on the stage at a musical concert. He has carefully planted seeds and is ready to tend to the garden's growth. Sapta's long brown hair flows out from his crown made of rose quartz, and his smile shows off his carefree attitude that no one is going to stop him from enjoying life. In his hands sit the scales of justice, symbolizing healing, knowledge of the true checks and balances of the universe. He has been to the other side of the wheel and walks both in the spirit realm and in the physical realm. He communes with the cannabis plant's spirit for many reasons and can lead you to find out what programs you're repeating that are not benefiting your life. The truth is relative to your perspective, and there are always 3 sides to every story. Both sides and the truth. Sapta will be quick to play devil's advocate to show you that he sees no right or wrong and only seeks the truth. You are responsible for where you are, and it's time to be honest with yourself. This card appears with the suggestion of legal decisions or counsel in your favor. Take up the space and fight for your voice to be heard. If Sapta has shown himself to you, ask yourself, have I taken responsibility for all my choices? Again, whether it's someone you're dealing with or it's you. Oshun. I love Oshun. Oh. Okay. Justice. The suit begins with the power of the sword suit, Oshun rising out of the water in her bright yellow clothing with a sword of water piercing the sky. The ocean and the clouds seem to be connected and allow you to flow into a victorious alignment. Oshun brings the sword to you because it's time to stand up for justice. She rises effortlessly and reminds you that the strength of your ancestors is remembered in the water of your body. Oshun wears gold jewelry. I just realized in the water of your body, you got a lot of water here that's helping you to face what's getting in your way, what's blocking you. Oshun wears gold jewelry, brass bracelets, beads, mirrors, and elaborate fans, and every aspect of the card is shiny. Around her are the elements of music, dance, fertility, and prosperity, and in the background, a grove of trees signifies her throne. You can get here. You can take accountability here. You can rise to the occasion and enjoy the fruits of labor. Because this is a gift. Like, this is totally a gift. And this is something to be celebrated and enjoyed. But to do this, to get this, requires you to show up. Requires you to be accountable in a way where maybe you haven't been. As Sapta was indicating, right? But you can enjoy it. And it starts by getting real with yourself and dealing with the emotions that are leading to you needing to get out of your own way. Or, again, the person that you're dealing with. All right. Last one. Sorry, there's one more. I realized I didn't say it out loud. Mama Wata. The Dogon creation myth tells the story of Mami Wata and dates back over 4,000 years. A figure is floating in the ocean with a large red and black snake around her shoulders. Again, snakes, dragons, very much a prominent symbology for this week. Her tail bursts with emerald greens and her hair encompasses everything around her. Mami Wata is the spiritual and material oracle and comes to you when you're going to gain something if you call upon her for help. She loves to help women and will protect the sacred waters around her at all costs. Her eyes hold a stern gaze that shines intensely. The water in this card is a major factor, as Mami Wata will use the water to prove a point or teach a lesson if her messages are not received. Many people seek the help of Mami Wata by dancing themselves into a trance. This card could be a sign of fertility, which also speaks to that energy too. It also speaks to that. There's a lot of water symbology coming up here in your advice, which is emotions, femininity, right? Surrender, spirituality, intuition. Surrender to that. The fish, remember? Surrender to that. All right. Air signs. I didn't mean to be all stern with you. I know it's like not exactly like, happy joy reading. But I think necessary. All right, last but not least, fire signs. Fire signs, where? After a while you get so many decks around here, right? Like making a little space. Ooh. Okay. Do the timestamp before I forget. Oh, we'll just do 48 minutes. Okay. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like I said, this week is a very fiery week, so it's interesting you guys are going last. I just heard of importance. What is of importance? I'm actually getting a justice energy with you, like a justice card energy. They're all, and it's funny because I was showing that she had a sword, and I'm getting that sword energy with you too. Which is clarity. It's clarity and it's truth. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's a question of truth and integrity that's coming up for you. You could be questioning other people, maybe even questioning yourself, but truth and integrity. Who has truth and integrity? Who has truth and integrity? What does it really look like? Ooh. Getting some shamanic vibes from some of you. Bat and wolf. Coming into wolf energy is what this feels like. Moving into the wolf energy. And discernment is also what that feels like. The wolf is a pack energy. Sometimes it comes out as alpha for me, and I'm getting that a little bit, but I'm getting more of this observant. I'm super drawn to the eyes. Again, eyes are also very prominent this week as well. Again, along with the dragon and serpent and all of that. Even like crab's claws are also be significant, but I'm getting so drawn to the eyes for you, fire signs, as the wolf. You're coming into awareness of something, and it's coming down to truth and integrity, and I feel like you're just observing people around you. You're observing your pack. You're observing your tribe. You're observing, who is in your environment. And you're realizing some stuff. You're realizing some things that you didn't realize before. I keep getting truth and integrity, truth and integrity, truth and integrity. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ooh, this feels magical. Doesn't it? Doesn't that feel super magical? Dragonfly, deer, and crow. Both the crow and dragon to me are super magic. I mean, the deer in and of itself in this deck speaks to divine feminine principle. Like you can look at it as like Empress energy. Crow literally represents magic. Magic, magician, alchemy, transmutation, divine messenger, very much Odin vibes going on there. And dragonfly is also about perception, third eye energy. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. I feel like somebody is magic. Okay, so we've been dealing with a lot of like group dynamics and relationships in the last week, and this week is no exception. And it seems to be coming up a lot for fire and air signs in particular, because I feel like someone's watching. This is what this feels like to me. Someone's like watching and practicing discernment, and I feel like they're looking upon this energy. They're looking upon someone who is magical. Someone who's magic, or even if they're not magical, it's like they're aware. They have a lot of awareness, potential. It also has this feeling too of like teacher to student. So some of you might have somebody who's keeping an eye on you. Like could be like a headhunter or a teacher or a mentor, but this is somebody who's got their eye. And it's almost like they're seeing someone in a new way, or they're seeing something about another person that it's like, oh, look at that person. Look at their skills. Look at what they're capable of. They are very interesting. Like that's exactly how this feels to me. Yeah, someone is looking at this deer, seeing who they are, what they're capable of, and they're captivated. They want to be this person's mentor, or they want to hire this person. They want to be their friend or a romantic partner potentially, but the wolf is taking notice of the deer, and they like the deer. They're impressed by the deer. And for a lot of you, I keep getting, it's like the wolf is seeing the deer for the first time. And it could literally be like a first meeting, a first encounter, or just they didn't let them, they haven't seen this about the deer before until now. For some of you, Jesus, I keep stuttering, sorry. Some of you, there's some shaman vibes here, so just keep that in mind as well. Peacock just came out. Water signs got this too. So if you have any water in your chart, I definitely would watch water sign reading. Was it water? Oh, now I'm not sure. Maybe it was earth. No, it was earth. I'm sorry. It was earth. I lied. It was earth. Peacock energy can be captivating. Sometimes it speaks to beauty in this deck. Sometimes I get a weird vibe off of this, like a masked, superficial energy. But the peacock landed on the deer. I feel like it's the captivation of it. Because I can feel it. Like the wolf is entrenched. The wolf is like, deer. Can't stop looking at the deer. Trying to figure out the deer. What's going on with that deer? It's kind of cute. Especially if this is like a friendship starting, or a romance starting. Anything else for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Camel. Okay. Pace is what I just heard. Pace. Sometimes I look at the camels as survival energy, excuse me. Like being in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights, right? We don't need to live that way anymore. But that's not what I'm getting off of this. I'm getting like pacing, sustainability, taking things at a slower pace, taking things in time, the long game. It's kind of a Knight of Pentacles vibe, actually, which did come up in air sign. Getting Knight of Pentacles off of I don't know where it cut off. I'm getting Knight of Pentacles off of this, like playing the long game here. The wolf is doing a lot of discerning and a lot of thinking when it comes to this deer, and their plan is to go camel. That's what this feels like. Their plan is to approach this from like a camel's energy. Like, I'm going to take 40 days, 40 nights. I might want to act fast, but I think I'm not supposed to. I'm going to observe this deer. I'm going to learn about this deer. If this is about getting noticed in your career field or getting hired, I'm going to do a background check. Maybe I'll do 3 interviews with the deer. You understand what I'm saying? It's like taking things in a proper pace. is what this feels like. Overall, we have butterfly, ooh, and horse. Oh, interesting. So horse is the master of earth. It's funny because you guys feel very earthy. You almost don't even feel like fire signs to me. Horse is the master of earth. I kind of look at the horse as Queen of Pentacles, but it's the ability to multitask. It's the ability to take everything all at once and find a way to flow with it, get it all done in not a stressful manner. Butterfly, as you guys know, is transformation. It's renewed energy. It's new energy. And like I said, there's something going on with this wolf that's very new in terms of seeing this deer. I keep getting this energy with the wolf of like a little bit of shock, a little bit of stun. If this is like about two magic people, the wolf is totally reading the deer. Like head to toe reading the deer. What is it about this deer? Like that's exactly how it feels. What is it about this deer? But coming back to this, I feel like what's coming forward actually, it's like, it's very similar to the camel. So let me explain this way. So while there's like pacing, the horse knows how to multitask and get things done in a way where, how do I want to say, like, how do I want to say, with stamina, but with organization and with grace. That's why she's the master. This is always very feminine to me. That's why it's the master of earth. It's, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to do yoga. I'm going to make my coffee or my smoothie. I'm going to go to the bank. I'm going to write my book. I'm going to do the laundry. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then at the end of the day, it's like the whole day's been calm, but everything got done. It's that kind of energy. The wolf is learning this. The wolf is learning this from the deer. The wolf is learning the lesson of feminine energy, the lesson of flow. The lesson of flow. The lesson of to not be rigid, to not be controlling. That's like more masculine, right? So while I really strongly feel this is somebody looking at a deer and being impressed or mesmerized or what have you, and they're learning, again, the lesson of femininity, maybe even just appreciating the feminine energy of this deer. Some of you, this could be you becoming aware of this for yourself, becoming aware of this lesson for yourself, but I keep getting this strong wolf on deer action. I can't get away from that. But like I said, the wolf notices this about the deer. They're taking notice for this and they're learning that. There's definitely a desire to be closer to this deer, but taking time. Knight of Pentacles, taking time. All right. I just heard there's a natural pace to things, which I do think there's wisdom in that. But again, with the wolf, I'm getting a little bit of like, maybe they've been kind of rigid and controlling and they need to learn to like flow. So that could be a little controlling, but let's pull cards. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like the deer, there's this energy of change around the deer. You've got crow, which is magic alchemy, butterfly, transformation. The deer could be going through changes right now, or they're actually co-creating or manifesting or making change or transmuting. Especially for those of you where this is like magic on magic. The wolf is noticing that. For some of you, this is coming across as the reason the wolf is taking notice is because the deer has gone through a shift, transformation, and now is really taking notice of that person. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't know what that noise is. Wow. Ooh. Seven of Swords for my fire signs. On the wolf. No less. On the wolf. I feel like this whole reading is really for the wolf. The deer is just doing her thing, but such feminine energy. So it's like, they don't have to be female, but there's a lot of feminine energy with this deer. Like I said, this deer has gone through a shift recently, or they're going through a shift, or they're causing change, but they're doing it in a way where there's so much wisdom behind it, and there's flow, and there's a mastery. Thank you. There's a mastery that this deer has that the wolf is like, whoa, I need to learn how to do that. Or, whoa, I can't believe they changed and now they're doing that. Oh, I need to learn from that. It's like they're just very captivated by the mastery that the deer is exuding. But the fact that the Seven of Swords landed on the wolf, and the wolf has bat energy, which also is like transformative energy there too. It's like this tug on the past. It's like a hang up. It's like tripping. It's like stumbling forward is what I'm feeling with the wolf, which is why pacing is important, right? That's why pacing is important. And like I said, if this is just about you and there's not another person involved, this is about you learning to move into that energy of mastery of the earth plane, mastery of transmuting and changes and flowing in feminine energy to do so, which means that you got some hangups that you got to move past. But for most of you where I feel like this is a wolf observing a deer, it's almost like they're like frozen because something in recent past, something behind them is holding on to them while they're captivated with the deer and wanting to engage with the deer and wanting to work with the deer and learn with the deer. It's like it's like a freaking loop. The deer. Anyway, moving on. It's like they're hypnotized or something. It's crazy. Yeah, it's so weird too. Like as a reader, it's like when you work with certain cards and like when you look at a card in a reading and it's like sometimes it changes because of the energy. The eyes on this wolf have never been so like mesmerized to me. Anyway, I'm moving on from that. It's like it's almost obsessive. Anyway, my fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag, Emperor. There's that masculine energy. And it's definitely coming off of the wolf. It's definitely coming off of the wolf. And again, if this is just about you, you're already in your masculine energy, and it's about allowing yourself to embody and work with your feminine energy and get balanced in that so you can really master the earthly plane. Okay? But again, for those where it's a wolf looking at a deer, this wolf is in their masculine energy, but they're stuck. They're literally like their feet are stuck. They're stuck. Eight of Cups in reverse. That's literally being stuck. That's being hung up on something. Okay. The Moon and the Three of Pentacles. Coming over here on the feminine energy. And then we have Seven of Wands coming here on the left. Yee. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay. So over here with the wolf, Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. Again, stuck. That Seven of Wands energy feels really interesting because they're guarded. They're guarded and they're stuck. And they're guarded because whatever they're stuck on makes them feel like they have to be guarded. But they're so captivated by the deer. And over here with the deer, like I said, the deer's busy. The deer's busy doing other things. They're in the crow energy. They're in dragonfly energy. They're busy. But Three of Pentacles and the Moon. There's something this deer is finding out about the Three of Pentacles. She or he consents. I want to say consents. It's like a spidey sense around this Three of Pentacles, which is collaborations and plans. Like I said, I can feel the wolf wanting to work with the deer. I can feel that. Now, again, if this is just about you and you alone, there's something that you're connected to in your past that you haven't gotten over emotionally that's keeping you from understanding how to co-create in the present. Very simple. And it's about moving into your feminine energy to make that happen. Now, the wolf staring down the deer, back to that scenario, the deer can sense something is up. The deer can sense it. Anything else for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, that wolf got some hard boundaries. Wow. And justice in reverse landing on the 7. This wolf's got some trust issues. That's for sure. They're captivated, but they've got some trust issues, which is why slow and steady wins the race in their mind. And the deer's just doing the deer thing and just like, it's a weird vibe I'm getting off that wolf. But all right, whatever. That's coming through. It's so funny. Not so funny. It's a little funny. It's a little funny. All right, anything else for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. High Priestess. The deer is a high priestess. That makes a lot of sense. Deer being in high priestess mode, they are very in tune with their intuition. Their spidey senses be strong. Also, when someone comes out in high priestess mode, they're very much protected. And like I said, the deer is totally sensing what's going on here. I feel like the high priestess is also attached to this like slow and steady energy. The level of being guarded on the wolf is like crazy. This is just going to take time. I mean, that's how it's coming across. There's clearly something happening between these two energies, and there will be a slow merging, a slow coming together, but it's gonna take the wolf to deal with some shit, okay? To deal with some trust issues, some stuff that they've probably been hurt by, worried about things being unbalanced or unfair. There might be a little bit of smidgen of jealousy too. I'm getting a little bit of that, just a smidgen. But the deer is off in their own world for the most part and just focusing on themselves. And again, sensing that there's something weird here, but it just is what it is. I think over time this is probably gonna thaw out. But this question of truth and integrity, it's coming from the wolf. Yeah, there's a long observance of this deer. Anything else for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Ooh. Oh, we're gonna get there. Okay. Two of Cups in reverse and Queen of Swords in reverse. And the King of Wands landed on top of all of that. The deer is mostly keeping to themselves. I think the deer senses like the wall, like senses all of that and just keeping to themselves. But the Two of Cups being in reverse, it's again this question, truth and integrity, truth and integrity. The Queen of Swords is holding that sword that I was picking up on. This wolf is trying really hard to discern truth and integrity, friend or foe. They seem good, I don't know. They seem good, I don't know. Seem good, I don't know. But the stuff they're holding on to emotionally is what's sabotaging them and keeping them stuck. Keeping this at a stalemate a little bit. And the fact that the Queen of Swords is in reverse, there is a lack of clarity here. There is something that this wolf is not seeing clearly, which makes sense with the Seven of Swords and Eight of Cups in reverse. It's not very clear on their end, which is why they're taking a lot of time to discern, observe, research, but they are a King of Wands, which says they do have some decent life experience behind them. But again, the deer's just chilling for the most part. I feel like this baggage probably has to do with past experiences where people were not so great, where people probably had secrets or were up to no good, most likely. So the wolf is treading carefully. Now, again, if this is just between you and yourself, this is about you taking the time to deal with your own stuff here, to learn to embody that feminine, dear, trusting energy, flow energy, learning to master the earthly plane so you could also get the ball rolling on your own personal fulfillment and collaborations with other people and friendships. Overall, we have Eight of Swords in reverse. This is breaking through the fear of losing out, Five of Pentacles. And it's for the wolf, but again, if this is between you and you, this is all of you, as I've already described. But if it's a wolf and a deer situation, the wolf needs to get out of their own fear with the Eight of Swords and Five of Pentacles to the wolf, to the Fool and the Page, to taking a risk into trusting situation and just coming to the table. All right, let's pull a card for you guys. Can I get a card for my fire signs? Any advice or additional messages for my fire signs, please? Just one card. Oh, interesting. Glamour energy. That can be a little illusionary too. All right, let's see. Can't remember which section this one's in. I think it's actually towards the back. Hold on. If any of you make decks that I buy in the future, please number them or have them be alphabetical in the book, please. This is very frustrating. Very annoying. Did I pass it? I didn't think I passed it. Oh, good Lord. Okay. I'm gonna go really slow. It's got to be in here. Ah, okay. My confidence is solid as stone, and I take positive action to manifest my dreams. It's time to put on your best dress and attend the best party you've ever been invited to. This is your red carpet, your premiere, fashion debut, a catwalk for the oracle gods. Sometimes you don't know where the next whatever is going to come from, but you can still look like $1 million, and you just might shift your energy into a different feeling and alignment. Pyrite is the companion for this card, as it was mistaken for gold by many people. You may not be the gold, but you can look like it. Bringing your vessel into a physical state of elevated emotion instantly helps the mind and body sync up. So even if you aren't going anywhere, get glammed up, you know it will make you feel better. With this card, I mean, I honestly just got like glamour, like illusion, like kind of like wearing a mask, right? And needing to see through that, needing to see through the truth. I mean, this card is also obviously speaks of like faking it till you make it. I feel like this is about just be real. Just be real, just drop the mask. Right? Even if it's a mask for yourself, right? Just move through that. Just move through that. Now, if this is between you and you, and it's like not like a wolf and a deer situation, I mean, it's the same thing. Like I can tell, it's like there's some stuff you just haven't gotten over. And it's making you feel very guarded and worried about losing out or being taken advantage of or failing or like not getting to where it is you want to be. You just got to let go of that. You got to be honest with yourself, take off the mask with yourself, and deal with that. Like, that's how I feel about that card. All right. Lovely souls, that is it. I'm going to bounce. I hope you really enjoyed this reading. I hope you got a lot out of it, and I hope you have a great week, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care.